Great morning and happy No King's Day. Let's go ahead and pull cards and look and see what it's going to tell us about No King's Day today. I want to give these cards a good ruffle shuffle and lay them out, and we'll see what they have to say here. What can you tell us about No King's Day? Oh my goodness. Well, this day has come and it will soon, this too will pass. And so we'll have to see. Oops, sorry about that. I'm sure that made a loud noise. Ruffle shuffle these. Okay, so as we go, the first things I'm going to look at what's above this, what's driving it. First thing out is what's being shared. The energy is about the prosperity. The next thing will be about today, overturning. The challenge is a struggle. Potential outcome is the actions, control of the actions, and this charging forward club in hand is the outside influence. So let's look and see when it comes to sharing, okay, what does it have to say about this reading? Where this is going forward to, and it's a long-term, not moving quickly, but a long-term drama of the difficulties that are being faced now. And we continue to share going forward for the long term. We're in this for the long haul. And again, looking at the difficulty, the cross to bear. And this is again, the cross to bear is also about our spiritual path, this great division that's taking place for the long term. So we continue to share that he wants to share toxicity, the poison, and we want to share something that is healing for the long term to enhance our spiritual the movement forward for the planet. So let's see what we have, the energy coming into it. This is about his prosperity. Okay. So let's see what we have. What's being worked on when it comes to this prosperity? Charging forward. Charging forward. Very fast-moving ideologies, mental states in the path forward. So at first I thought this was maybe about his seeking this prosperity, showing he's such a big man. But no, it's about our prosperity, what we're sharing to make things better, working on moving things forward. On the long term, we're charging forward to bring out something better. And the spiritual path, this thing is going forward, where we're going forward to. So today's happenings, overturning, seeing from a different viewpoint. Sometimes this is the card of the sacrifices that we make Okay? But let's look and see what it has to say. Yeah, with the battle we're facing, feeling embattled. He may try to knock us down, but we get up and we continue forward because we want a victory, having a victory, okay, on the long term, charging forward with truth in hand, okay, against his arguments, against the drama, okay. So we may have to sacrifice some time, but we are going to go forward, going out protesting. Knock us down, we get up, we're going to continue to push forward to a victory. The challenge is this struggle that we're in the midst of. The struggle. So let's see what it has to say about that. Because we don't like the harvest, we see what's coming. Again, moving forward, working on the continued battle. When it comes to the harvest, we want something better, okay? So we're looking at the long term, charging forward to a victory because he's put the lid on compassion. He's closed that off. And we see the spiritual path going forward, the arguments against his toxicity, okay? So we want to open up compassion. We want to have those things. We see him clamping down on it. And so this is the struggle that we're facing against his toxicity. Now, potential outcome is about what rulership when it comes to the actions, okay? The actions in hand that are being done. We are all in an agreement when it comes to this wealth and power and domination, the things that are there, okay? And his dark mindset. We're in an agreement about his toxicity, his dark mindset. So the external influence is we are charging forward. We are taking action. Again, sharing for what is beneficial, willing to sacrifice during this time of the struggle, doing what we can, taking action, okay? When it comes to charging forward, we're looking at our next move. We are taking moves. We're looking across the seas, waiting for the ship to come in again, because we want to move this forward. We're working on it. The battle, we don't like the harvest. We're in an agreement where we're moving to, and we're feeling that's out in the cold. So let's go across again, the long term, charging forward with the truth, wanting a victory because he is clamping down on the compassion and the rulership to put people out in the cold. Okay? So this is the struggle we're against. When it comes to his dark night drama, the jungle, okay, done by the dark of the moon, it says that we are in that, again, the difficult time, the spiritual battle, the path going forward, when it comes to his arguments, his toxicity, his dark mindset, and the things he's doing by dark of night, the jungle, predatory type things that he is doing, okay? So the outside influence, we are charging forward, taking our actions when it comes to the things he's doing to put people out in the cold, okay? Outside of spirituality, the drama that he's doing, this is something we are fighting against. So sharing with action when it comes to his the things he's trying to control for the long term, okay? At the center of it, we're engaged in the battle, working on what the harvest is, sacrificing for a victory, again, wanting the best, wanting compassion that he's trying to put the lid on, charging forward into this struggle, doing our part, Okay, working on moving this forward through the ongoing battle that we have, and seeking that prosperity with truth, charging forward with truth, sharing for a victory, looking for the long term. Whatever sacrifice we need to make to get there, we're willing to do it. Looking at the harvest, again, we're all in agreement about the battle. We're struggling. We want compassion. To overturn this through a victory with what we are willing to do, the actions that we're taking, and the sacrifices we're making when it comes to dealing with the Orange Menace's attempt at control. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these in here, and we'll look at the clarifying read and see what it has to say in clarification on No King's Day. But I think that, when I first looked at it, I thought it was going to go in a totally different direction. Definitely more positive than I thought it might be. I thought it was going to be on more Trumpenstein, but it was really, this reading turning out more about our ability to hang in, to continue to go forward to a victory. Okay? So let's shuffle these and see what it has to say about No King's Day. What can you tell us? What do we need to know about No King's Day? So the center of it all is about the choices we make, the path we're walking, the lessons we're learning, the beginning, the end. We come in with a clean slate. There are things that we're going to do, and the ending is to come back to that clean slate. Okay, that fullness, the fullness. So it's about a new action that we're willing to take on our paths going forward when we don't like what's coming down. Okay? You don't want to see what's there, but notice the things that we already have before us. Okay? So don't become complacent and just in this, and I see people in this mode. Nothing's ever going to happen. They're not going to do. Why are they, this nonsense? Well, see what's right there in front of you rather than this drama about what's coming and you just don't want to deal with, and you want to be in the drama mode, okay? So this is about families, okay? The emotional reliance, action, the path we're taking moving forward, about shedding light, okay? Shedding light on this. This is up to us what we do with this for the long term. Yes, this is slow moving, but shedding light on it and seeing what's coming and be willing to not be complacent, okay? And wanting the best for families, be willing to take action, okay? So about families, it's about holding on to your power. Holding on to your power for your families, taking action, mentally doing the best that you can during this time of his insanity. Now we see this, shedding light on it, and we look at this and say, this is not what we want, okay? So we're willing to stand up and take action and look at what's being given out for the long term. These are the choices we are making. So what are we going to do about it? This is about living the most productive life that you can, okay? About the messages coming out, about daily things, daily happenings. Yes, we have a lot of pain that we're going through. This is looking at the pain that he is causing, mental, emotional, physical pain. But the swords are out. The truth is coming down. The messages are being put out to bring this to its end. His insanity, the things we don't like, we need to confront it with truth. We are in this battle. making this massive change against his manipulations. As above, so below. What is it, your higher dynamic that you're going to hold? Okay? Is it about manipulation and drama that we see him trying to use? Or is it to the higher elements that you want to bring into play? Okay? So we are continuing with this battle, feeling embattled, moving forward when it comes to America. Okay? So what is it that you want to bring in? We are willing to stand in the gap because people are feeling pushed to the edge, feeling out in the cold. And so we need to continue to move forward, to bring people to a better place. During this time, we know a lot of people, especially immigrants, have this feeling of being deported, okay? This great sadness that's going on with them. So we are juggling this with what's being presented, what's being offered, and wanting justice, okay? Continuing to offer justice, looking deeper within and strengthening our resolve, okay? Rapidly, when it comes to dealing with he who would be king, who's going to step up into true leadership, because we see the things he's trying to get away with, okay? So again, it's all about the battle. It's all about bringing forward what we want, okay, rather than going into just this drama of nothing's ever going to happen, nothing's ever going to change, yada, yada, yada. No, we are in this, and it's up to us what we're going to make it. But we are, having to be willing to continue to go forward and fight the fight, continue to stand up, protest, continue to rally around the immigrants and the people being deported, and showing the Orange Menace, Agent Orange, Mango Mussolini, the Yeti, okay, the squeezed orange, that we're not playing his game. He's not going to, we see him as dictator, okay, not a dictator of strength, but just dictator. And we will not be moved. We will continue to go forward in No King's Day. And this is his last big brouhaha rally, okay? This is his last big, look at me, because it's going to be failing miserably, okay? So rather than increasing his big brouhaha, it's going to wind up, for him, it's going to wind up being deflating, okay? Yeah, for him, at the heart of it, his divergent path has a fly in the ointment, okay? It's not going to go well for him. And again, when it comes to the messages he's putting out about clamping down on compassion, we are all in an agreement about what's taking place. Okay? So he is losing support at every moment, and he is on his trajectory downwards. So, welcome to No King's Day, and we'll see you online.